Hello, everyone. Just a second. Gotta start the live video. Honey, you're gonna have to hold it. So we have a training tonight. We're so excited to have all of you here. Every week we are so blessed to gather in this beautiful corporate office in Provo. And tonight we get to hear from our wonderful president, Richard Smith. He inspires me every time I listen to him, and I come away wanting to be a better person and wanting to be more successful in my business. So I'm excited I get to come and see all of your smiling faces. And so without further ado, let's hear from Richard Smith.
Welcome. You're not going to get quite the same fire and brimstone you've got in the last 2 weeks. They say men only have a certain amount of words that we can speak in a 24-hour period, and I've used mine. So you're going to have to deal with that just a tad bit. We've been meeting with both the banks, some investment bankers, and starting to pull all this together. And it's taken a lot of my mental capability and my words to process through it. I just want to tell you this. Thank you very much for your belief. We love what you're doing, how you're doing it. Does everybody like the back office that we launched?
Yeah.
Now that we've got that, you can see both your active and your inactive. Make sure you keep your T status by making sure you're active people. Anybody in the continental United States that's losing their spots, we are going to be sending out a text blast to them. And it'll be the first thing we do as we migrate into the app era of our network. You heard me right. As we start migrating into the app era, what does that mean? We're going to do everything by an app. Over there in the corner, and most everybody's seen what the app's going to look like on your phone. Literally, you're going to be able to communicate app to app, and the corporate's going to be able to not only communicate with you app to app, have push notifications to that app, but we're also going to be able to verify you and have a text platform as a KYC process of getting ready to onboard you into the bank. It's a big deal. So if you go to your back office and you see anything wrong at all with any of your data, please let us know. The other thing you need to understand is tomorrow's payday again. Does everybody like that? Yes. On a weekly basis, we pay you. We're not going to send out checks anymore. You'll click on how much money you want to send, and you'll put in the fields of where you want us to wire or ACH your money to, and it'll get sent to you. It's a great process. That's step one. That's continental United States. The rest of our money is going to follow suit very, very quickly. Jeremy just asked me to drill me down on it because 2/3 of all the international expansion is in his organization. When we're going to have it? Very, very quickly. Contracts have all been signed. Everything had to get built with this, so you can push your money into your wallet and push it anywhere. Our money capability on 162 countries takes my breath away. In fact, as we were meeting with the market makers, they told us that piece alone of the technology we have could be marketed and taken public by itself. Awesome. So that is literally, there are places that have a real hard time not losing their money and getting stolen from. They'll literally have a courier show up at their doorstep with the appropriate amount of funds in their currency delivered to them directly to this. Once again, I need to tell you this. As we migrate, there's going to be some shifts. I've been talking all about gift cards. Gift cards are not going to go away, but we got something even better for international. We're going to roll that out along with the gift cards. It'll be a little bit longer. I also have some great news. Monday morning, our autos will be live.
Yeah.
Now we're calling that our autos light because we're going to keep the commissions and pay them out. Every car that gets bought, it will pay in the system, and we'll pay it out on Black Friday. So it's a Merry Christmas.
Black Friday.
Yep. So Thanksgiving, Black Friday is what? Everybody goes shopping, right? That's where the stores break even. That's what Black Friday is called. So that's our goal, and that's what we're going to end up doing. But we will be live. We're going to, right now, because concierge are working out the whole system and how it works. You'll have to be a T3 or more to participate with it. Now that's not long-term, it's short-term. Because long-term, we're gonna let you invite your free customers, that they come in, and then you're gonna let them participate along with you. So they'll have, in order for somebody to sign up or participate with the concierge of our autos, they literally will have to be one of your free customers. Does that make sense to everybody? And we're thrilled. I'm really trying to push things forward because I don't want to roll out this and have it be so sexy. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the posts. We've now sold 2 vehicles. We've got 6 in the process. And if any of you want, you can let us know. And as early as tomorrow, it'll probably be Monday. Let's be realistic. As early as Monday, you guys can start sharing this and let people get the great savings. The first car sold was 23% under the same exact vehicle, 23% cheaper than you can find it anywhere in the state of Utah. That's how much value it is. We're not a car dealership. We're not going to make this all about cars. Even as sexy as this is, that is just one little teeny thing of what we're bringing out to you. Does everybody understand? And yes, and I'm sorry I look so flumpy right now. Tired day. Yes, International, we will be able to deliver cars to you cheaper than you've ever been used to buying them. And that's a promise. We're literally Mexico, Peru, anywhere. Yes.
What about specialty autos? Like I just ran across a F-250 with a very professionally built all-metal flatbed on it. Got a really good price.
You tell us what you want. You tell us what you want. We'll find it for you.
No, I mean I've already found it. I just want to sell it.
Oh, we don't do it in reverse. We just do it. It's very simply. We find the car.
Can somebody find me, and then I'll sell it to them, and then you sell it to somebody else.
There you go.
Okay.
Linda, you have a question or comment?
Just repeat the question.
Oh, got to repeat the question. What about selling cars back to our autos? Really not the way it works, but we may be able to work something into that. But right now, basically what you do is you take the make, the model, the mileage you want to, the money you want to spend. Listen, the first car we sold, they said we want this car. And we made 2 bids, and one went over $150 and the other one went over $400. We didn't buy the car because there's no surprises or gotchas. The concierge is working for you. So when you think about this, most people don't like going onto a used car lot because when you leave, you don't know, oh, did I get a good deal or did I just get bent over? They go and say, what do you want to pay for it? Let me go find it for you. They're buying it for you. Now you have a friend in the auto industry, which is your concierge. That's a little joke, by the way. Nobody laughed. In Utah, there's an advertising Shane company sells diamonds, and he says, now you have a friend in the diamond. Wow, I'm flawless. I'm going to answer some questions and sit down.
We got it.
We got it.
We got it.
Literally, this is changing the whole auto industry. You're literally going to have the savings you're looking for. And because there's so much things cut out of this, everything except for the things you need, it's going to be absolutely put under strict compliance. They're going to make sure it runs effectively. Everything that you can do and the dealerships do, you're just not going to have the lot fees, the lines of credits, none of the things that cost money that are built into a car. All those things are getting cut out. So that's how we're able to save you money. And the fact that you don't have to bicker with anybody and worry, that's a great thing. Yes.
So with all of the unknowns with used automobiles, what about the warranties? Is there a warranty program? Question?
Okay. The warranty is what they're asking for. And generally speaking, most cars that are fairly new carry their same warranty on it. But if they're past their warranties, we're not extending anything other than the way we say it runs, it will run. And if you get there and it's a complete lemon, we'll take the car back. That's set up that way. And you're asking me questions and on spur of the moment, I don't know how to explain it other than there will be a write-up on how that works. So you're not gonna get stuck with a lemon if you buy it. We also work out the financing for you and put you through the finance. You had that question? Nope? Yes?
Yeah, the third part, or the extended warranties, that's just gonna be a natural, I mean, you can buy them through third party, like through First Street and stuff.
So we're gonna have a finance arm and an insurance arm, and you're gonna be working with them. I'm not gonna be the car guy, I'm just telling you how it works. You're gonna be able to go engage the concierge, have the concierge buy you the car you want. You're gonna have great on financing, and on the purchase of the car, it'll be a slick way of going about that. We're very, very excited about our autos.
I have
Yes.
another question that's not on the autos right now.
Good, but let's jump off that anyway.
Okay, so, I have a couple of people, one or two people that, right at this time need a hand up, not a hand out,
Right,
so that they don't get shut off in 90 days.
right.
And I want to go in and help pay for that. I don't see a way right now to be able to do that.
Two ways outside of being inside the system. Go buy a prepaid card and give it to them.
They're out of the country.
Wow. Jeremy, will you work with him to help?
Yeah, no, you can do the same thing. You get a prepaid card and just give them the number over the phone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else? Yes.
Did you say that we can start the auto program on Monday, but we won't get paid up the TBS until Black Friday? Is that what you were saying? Okay.
So what we're doing is we're wanting to have some more testimonials, just as 1 and 2, and we need to stress the system a little bit more than 1 or 2 cars. So what we want to do is start putting people through. We have not built into the system immediate weekly payout yet. That's going to take us a little while, and we were debating when do we do it. We know the firm timeline we'll be able to get it done by November, and I said, well, we're going to do it. We're going to save it then and have everybody have a great Christmas, because those commissions are gargantuan. Yes.
You will save up all the commissions.
100%. From car 1 all the way to the last car, everybody will get paid the right commissions.
What is the commissions on those cars? Percentage-wise?
It generally is right around 1.5% to 2% of the car, depending on the car. It will never be less than that. So you take, let's say a $30,000 car, 2% of that is what?
$600.
$600 divided by 10, $60 goes paid up to TBS. I was blown away, and I don't know if I told this last time, but I was a skeptic of this our auto thing. I always come up here and I sound like I thought of it, and I created it. I was a pretty big skeptic of the whole thing. I'm like, will we really be able to sell cars? I knew the savings was there. And I said, how many people are going to want to buy the car? Well, when I sat there and was talking to the guy that's over this, and I told you this last time, there's 2.3 million people in the state of Utah. 2.3 million people. You wouldn't believe how many cars. Well, you know how many cars are being sold just by counting the used car dealerships from Ogden all the way to St. George. There's a lot of cars being sold. I didn't know this. Do you know the average car only owns it for 3 years? I said, like, what? This is crazy. The average car is only owned for 3 years. People turn them over quite a bit. That allows people to use the concierge and save people money. And not only you as a charter member, but your customers will get to as well. Does that make sense? Yes.
Yeah, the car subscription services are getting pretty popular. Where you got everything included, insurance, car, everything.
That's all good. It's all getting worked out. We're gonna have a finance and insurance part of things. We're gonna have all kinds of savings on finances, and I want to jump off the cars now and go to something else. Yes.
The airline thing, the tickets, 3 or 4 hours ago, the document that was released, was posted, included our aircraft or our airlines. What's that? It didn't say coming soon like some of the others did. It sounds like it's here. Is it ready?
Where'd you see that at?
It was
Well,
on
it's
the
just our
document.
travel.
It's our
It's
travel.
in Dave's new PowerPoint.
It's very simple. We are enhancing the travel experience and moving more into, instead of just hotels, There's gonna be packages and a whole host of other things we're gonna migrate into and enhance the overall package. We're gonna have two major packages, Revolution, Gold, and we were calling it Platinum, till we got instructed that Gold's worth more than Platinum. So that's a problem. So we're probably gonna go with Revolution Silver and Revolution Gold is probably what the names will be. And there'll be packages on both accounts. And we're really excited where we're going. Jeremy kind of got a sneak preview, and don't ask him about it because he's not going to tell. Are you? It's going to be very, very user friendly, and you're going to understand it very, very clearly what those packages are. And your customers are going to have a package as well. Yes, you heard right. Your free customers are going to get savings for being free. Not only are they going to have their debit card and their ability to save when they swipe, but they're going to have some packages on top of that that'll be enhance their life, make their life a better place. The only difference between them and you is you're going to have a whole lot more perks and rewards, and you get paid and they don't. Yes.
What about the bank?
Banks are right on I met with them again today. The bank is right on schedule. We're going to start onboarding here very, very quickly, and we're thrilled about it. When we do that, we'll roll it out, and I'm going to slip it to you right now. Our portion of the bank is going to be named Our Bank, and it's going to be powered by a brand name. And we'll leave it at that. Any other questions? Yes.
Can you tell us about how that process will happen so that we can be onboarded?
Yes, they'll ask you you'll go Our Bank, you'll click on the link, it'll ask you a whole bunch of questions, you'll have to take a selfie of yourself holding a photo ID, either your passport or any type of photo ID. So we need to know who you are, and everything will have to check out. Your Social Security will get checked against your Social Security in the database. Your cell phone number will be checked against your cell phone number. It is a full-blown KYC, and most people don't even know you're going through it when you open up a bank account when you go in. But they make you pull out your driver's license. There's a whole bunch of things they need to know, and they're verifying it on their computer on the other side. You're going to do it for us, and we're going to verify it on that side, and you'll be onboarded into the bank. That's how it'll happen. You'll literally go into your back office, and you'll onboard yourself and do your own KYC into the bank. Yes.
Will it be available for kids, for people that don't have driver's licenses?
To be quite frank and honest with you, you do need to be 18, but the banks keep telling me there's a way to do it with a parent's license because they want those bank accounts.
Because it would be a cosigner?
Yeah, you'll be a cosigner and those types of things. So I'm not, you guys are gonna start asking me questions.
My kids have bank accounts.
Yep, they do.
They're 13 years old. You know?
And the bankers want them. The bankers want your kids because they'll be a lifetime client.
So are they gonna be able to do a business also?
18. In order for us to pay you out, especially on the swipes, the banking regs won't let me pay anybody on the merchant processing side unless you're 18 or older.
Perfect.
Yes.
So with the bank, we be able to make deposits and withdrawals, like physically, or is it when your bank's all over, so how do you put money in and money out?
You can use any ATM on the planet to deposit into your Rev account, and it'll be slicker than slick. And you can wire or transmit money anywhere you can wire or transmit money. So your existing bank account, you can deposit it in.
You go to any ATM that'll work.
Take pictures of your check and deposit it.
Yep, take a picture of your check and you can deposit it. It's really, really slick. Basically what I'm doing is I'm pulling all the rest of us into banking on your phone, because that's literally what we're doing. And you go talk to the millennials, they've never even walked into a branch. They just don't. So, Linda.
Will you not receive a debit card though?
Of course you will.
Yes. So we'll have a debit card.
And as we migrate through this, I don't want to start speaking things because I don't want you to say, oh, Richard said this back in the 1st of August and it changed. Everybody will be able to purchase things with a debit card, utilizing the overall Rev account, and then we'll start selling the Rev cards as we bring them online, but it won't be necessary. Did you hear me? It won't be necessary. Who believes that it's a whole lot easier to sell the same exact advantages for free versus $150? Raise your hands if you would rather sell free than $150. I don't want any of you in this room selling Rev cards. We'll sell them. And if they don't buy them, you still make money when they swipe. They still get the savings. We're just not going to make it mandatory for them to get that sexy card. We're going to drip on them and have them want it, not need it. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. It's just a lot better business model. Free is a whole lot better than $150. Yes.
What about the income, or the comp plan, or any changes, or anything you want to emphasize, any announcements?
Yeah, I've got 2. Number 1, me and 3. Make sure everybody you sign up gets their me and 3 so they get their bonus and they get their guarantee. What is the bonus?
30.
What's the bonus? Double points, 10,000 points. What's the guarantee?
$38.
They always make 38 as long as those first 3 signed up, stay signed up. Now, on the guarantee, that's how it is. It's the first 3, they need to stay active and paying their $38, and you always make more than $38. On the bonus, listen to me. I hate this chair. The bonus is very important that you understand. It does not need to be, you listening to me? It does not need to be your original 3. You just have to maintain T3 status. The T3 status is what matters. So, what if you have signed up free, one of them quit? You sign up a 4th person. If you lost it, nope. You can come in and out of the bonus. Does everybody understand?
Yeah.
Okay. That should, if you use it at all, save you $100 or more each and every month. When we bring you a $38 ask, where our goal is to save you $50 to $200 each and every month. Okay? Yes.
Is that still capped at 30 days?
What?
First 30?
Yes.
So there's no way to earn anything for beyond that
For the bonus,
Yeah.
I'm working on a product to get you to be able to earn it after if you didn't do it in clock time, but you're going to have to do a little bit more work if that's okay. Okay? What?
In the compensation plan, you got, let's go say you're a 10 here.
Yep.
And you're qualified for the 250 per person.
Yes.
TDS. If for the next month, somebody did pay EX, and you drop to the status to T90, 8, whatever.
Yes.
Means that you're losing the 50 cents too.
Yes, you do.
God is no forever.
It's not gone forever. The minute you go back to T10, if you get it, you keep it. Now, January 6th, we're changing the whole founder status and that founder bonus. We're going to enhance that whole program. So if you want that extra 50 cents, go get the founder status. Put 10 in the pen. Make sure they're active. Yeah, one.
Yeah, but what about in this case, the payment, when we pay is a monthly thing, it's a monthly membership.
Right.
But some people got the due date in the 6th instead of the end of the month. But
It's a rolling calendar, and as long as they pay within that rolling calendar, the next month you're active the whole time. They would have to have missed a full month of pay before we cut you off on. Does that make sense?
okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I have a credit card loss, and I had to replace my credit card, and my credit card didn't get charged again, and I had a heck of a time, but that it's, anyway, are they gonna have an option to just have it on auto pay until?
It does
for-
now.
For the $38, I
Yeah.
couldn't find the auto pay on it.
I'll let Jeremy walk you through how
Yeah,
that works.
it doesn't. Like, there were, if it gets declined, then you'll have to go in and update it again. But as long as it doesn't get declined, it'll stay auto pay.
Yeah, okay, all right. Great question. Yes,
When do we see the double points, the bonus points?
you should be getting them any day now. Yes,
Will there be cruises on the travel?
yes. Dang it.
What was that?
Bruises.
Go rewind it and watch it. She asked if there'll be cruises on the new travel, and the answer is yes. Yep,
What about empty positions in the TBS? What's gonna happen to those?
we're gonna go up for auction. First of all, the person that the upline, they're gonna get notified, you guys can fill them. I'm gonna go into this because it's pretty important how it's gonna work. You'll get notified, you'll have 10 days, 2 weeks to fill it, then it'll go up for auction. Now, when somebody buys that, they are not sponsored to you, but they are in your TBS, and the people that are underneath them, including the person that got evacuated out of the spot, that's a nice way of putting it, evacuated out of the spot, terminated and moved out of the spot, they also don't get, when that person's left, the new person comes in, gets the whole organization. That's what they're auctioning for, is the whole TBS organization. But they've still got to do the same requirements you had to do and go sponsor 10 to unlock the tiers, which will be new growth in the organization. Does everybody understand that? Yes.
So what about, like, let's say you sign somebody up and they let their place go inactive and then they want to go and try to find a different spot, is that allowed?
No. Once you've had a spot in the system, you're that spot or you're not in the system anymore. Does that make sense?
How do they know that you're not having that happen?
Because we track social security numbers, addresses, cell phone numbers, and if they've terminated, there's no way to cheat that system if they want to get paid. Does that make sense? We're very, very serious about not jumping spots. It's because you like so-and-so better than so-and-so. That's not going to happen here. We track every line item, and if there's anything at all similar, we freeze it and start doing due diligence. And you can put new names, you can aliases, whatever you want. We will not let you jump spots. Great question. Yes.
So, I think you answered my question. Basically, I can't take a position and then sell.
Nope.
Go up.
You can't go up. Your spot's your spot. Yes.
For those that are being evacuated or terminated, can
Yes.
they come in as customers?
Yes, they
and
can.
Upgrade 6 months later to another position?
Linda, we haven't made the determination of that. I would like to know what you guys think. You can talk amongst yourselves, or you can talk about it now, but I don't know. If somebody's out, we've notified them for 90 days, and they're losing a spot up here. Do we really think they're gonna do any work down there?
If they're a customer and they see the value later on, maybe.
Maybe. We're definitely gonna let them be customers. And they'll still be your customer. So, yes.
Can you tell us how it will be after actual launch to become a charter member? Is it going to be different than now?
Oh, I know what you're asking. The answer is no. When we first started brainstorming this, I was all set up to say everybody has to earn their right to be a charter member. The way this is going and the fact that the banks are really pushing this into the customer base to be bank accounts, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna give away customers. So I'm not gonna make it mandatory. I was gonna make you sell 10 cards before we even let you become a charter member. That's not gonna be the case anymore. I, rather than push you into something, I always will choose 9 times out of 10, I will always choose pulling you to success rather than pushing you to success. I never in my life like getting pushed. I always like getting pulled to success. Does that make sense? It's kind of the donkey with the carrot and the stick. I'd much rather have a carrot out in front of me that I get to eat at the end of the day than somebody whipping me on my butt. So the answer is no. Once you're a charter member, you're always a charter member. And January 6th, when we roll out and we launch, that charter member will be the same as it is right now. The only difference is you guys are going to go crazy to sign people up for free. Because everybody you meet, you're going to want to talk to them about being a charter member. And the minute they say, no, that's not for me, they'll absolutely want to be a customer. Why? Because they're going to get savings and they're going to open up their rep account. Yes?
So you're saying a charter member is somebody who pays $68, or is there something more to that than just $68?
Okay. Let me explain a little bit. So basically, a charter member becomes a charter member with the $30, the $68. We've added on that extra $30. That's your subscription to a lifetime of being a charter member as long as you stay active. Does that make sense? So that $38 is a bundled package that we're calling Revolution Silver. It's probably what we're going to name it. That keeps you active. As long as you are active, you're active that when people present their cards and swipe, you get paid, and you get a whole bundle of products and services that help you save more money than your $30. So at the end of the day, all you're doing is enrolling for $68. 30 of it makes you a charter member for life, as long as you maintain your active status for life. If you're inactive for 30 days or 90 days, 30 days we start notifying you. At 90 days, we terminate you, remove you into the customer profile of whoever enrolled you, and we put that up for auction. There's a lot of inactive people right now. And I understand the inactivity in international. Don't understand it too much about people now. Teach your people that you've enrolled what they've got. Show them how to get the discounts. Your job is to teach people how cool this is. Our job is to keep making it cooler. Okay? We're going to keep making it cooler. You make sure that you have active people. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing the whole auction thing? It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't hurt you to have a dead spot. It just rolls right past. It doesn't hurt you, but it also doesn't help you. Those people aren't ever going to be interested in moving. You would much rather, and so would your people underneath you, much rather have somebody that gets engaged and wants to build a team. And I'm going to tell you right now, the texts that are going to go out here in the next little while, notifying all those people, and we're literally going to send a text to them. We're going to tell them, listen, you're giving up on some of the most valuable real estate you've ever owned in your life. Real estate, it's a spot. Well, now wait a second. In commercial retail, it's location, 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 correct? In our network, it's position, position, position in the TBS. Guys, every one of you are at the top of the organization. There's 1.2 million people that I know about coming in this. Another 83,000 coming in another place. And I haven't even told you the exciting thing. I'd probably keep your real estate. It's a 3x10 on all of you. And some of this effort's going from us down. Not somebody sideline over from you. Well, if it's coming from us down, where does the first person fall? Somebody tell me.
The first empty spot.
The first empty spot, which is the weakest place in the entire company, correct? Where's the second one go? Next one. Where's the third one go? Next one. Those people are going to be excited about building. Unlock your tiers, help your people understand what they're in, and understand this compensation. Listen, guys, I'm going to make a great video. We're going to create a great compensation video. Now that we start dialing everything in, we'll make a great compensation. If you don't understand it, there's two guys in here I know understand it better than me probably. Juan and Jeremy. There's probably a few other of you in here. Learn the compensation. This is crazy how cool this is. Now listen, I promise you I'm not going to get fired up, but I get fired up.
We love it.
This is the most aggressive, fair, charitable compensation plan on the planet. Would you agree with that one?
Agree.
That is the power of what this is. Listen, Jeremy right now is making full-time income. And I've only got under 5,000 people active. What's going to happen when there's 20,000 people active? He's grinning from ear to ear. So everybody, he's grinning from ear to ear.
100,000.
There's no reason all of you can't make this. You know what's stopping you? You. Dang it, here I go again. Believe in yourself. Help other people believe in themselves. Your biggest job is teaching them how cool this is and then teaching them how cool they are. Not necessarily in that order. Teach people how cool they are and then teach people how cool this is. Yes?
Okay, so they can go a lot faster if you're going after business owners who's maybe putting their cards out there, just so 1% of the time. So how can we reach the business owners?
It actually won't go quicker. It'll fill up spots quicker, but most business owners don't want their employees engaged in this type of thing because they're going to lose their employees. You'll make a lot of money of people swiping, but those will all be in your customer side of the tree. What I'm talking about right now is finding people that you want to build a business with and help them get their free so they can get it for better than free. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, I want you to go get every major business and have them use this as a payroll card. And you would not believe the amount of companies that come to me already with tens of thousands of employees that want to buy every one of their employees a Rev card. I'm like, that's $150 each. Yeah, but we make residual reoccurring income forevermore after that. They're schooling me, and you guys are smart enough to figure that out as well. The time will come when that's a part of this. Right now, it's all about building teams and organizations. And I'm sorry that's what it is, and you're welcome that that's the way it is. It's absolutely the ground floor of something very, very special. Build your teams, help people believe in it. And we're so skeptical in our society. I sit and scratch my head and say, wow, how many people are inactive? They bought once. They didn't even get in and look at the products and services and the savings they can have and the travel, and they didn't even see what they had. They just stepped aside and said, this is not for me. You know what it tells me? The people didn't teach them what they had. It was just an easy $38, and they were left alone. Yes?
So I have 20 in my TBS and 75% went inactive, and I found that only one of them knew they went inactive. When I told everybody else, they're like, really? So I just think a lot of them don't know.
Yep. Just have them tune into the RAC office and watch them reactivate. Yes?
Okay, so one of my people is my TBS, can't get the card to, like, keep all the information there, but it won't accept the information. It won't, it just keeps saying there's an error on the card, but there's no error on the card, it's incorrect. So how do you get past that? So you can actually get them active, I'm trying.
Do you have an answer for it?
Different card.
It can't be a debit card, it has to be,
It's a credit card,
it has to be a credit.
it is a credit card.
Can't be American Express or Discover.
And when you put the date in, do a dash, don't do a slash. We found that when we were signing
A
up.
dash and a date.
See if that works. If not, send in to customer service and tell customer service it's you, and I'll get on, and we'll get on with PMC and make sure your person gets active. Yes.
Just call me.
And then I want you to call her. She's a pro at it, apparently. She probably is. Juan,
When are we looking to start receiving payments on, crypto?
sooner than being able to pay in with crypto. That's
Can
going
you
to
repeat
get.
the question?
Yeah. I'm going to use my words, and now I have to repeat Juan's question. Yeah, that's fine. The question was, when can people start paying in with cryptocurrency? We're going to have a be able to be both paid in and paid out with cryptocurrency. The pay in will be a lot quicker, or excuse me, the payout will be, they pay out and pay in. The payout will be a little bit quicker than the pay in, but we're both bringing them online. And I don't have a firm timeline, but a week or two earlier, you'll be able to pay us. No, we'll be able to pay you with crypto. I don't know what.
All
No, I just confused myself.
all cryptos are just called.
No, it's not going to just be called. It will be a lot of the major coins. And we'll give you a list of them. Litecoin, Ethereum. It'll be very quick. Juan.
Very quick, you're saying very quick is next week or tomorrow?
Not quite that quick. We got to bring on our money, and that'll be a component of our money. So quick, because I got to get that up for the international expansion to really go crazy, and we know that. So
That can help with a lot of the inactive people.
yeah, I know. But out of all the inactive, we're only talking about 350 of you that are out of the country. So
Maybe more?
there's not more. I looked at them. Yes.
Okay, so like my people in the Philippines, they're asking me, so this is, $68 US money that they're paying, so that's a lot to them, right?
Yes.
But then we're also paying them in US money.
Which a lot of money.
Not bad.
Yep. It works out in the long run. Keep going, ask. Yeah. Same thing with Mexico. Same thing. Mexicans love us because we pay out really well and we pay out on a weekly basis. And as soon as they know they're getting it every week and they don't have to wait for checks and all kinds of crazy things we're doing to try to pay them now, it will go crazy. And in Peru and wherever else you guys are building that. So I know it and I want it worse than you guys want it because I want to make it right for them all the way around. Any other questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the life insurance you're talking about, have you structured that yet, exactly how it's gonna be? Is it gonna be?
We're building out the
term?
package and it'll be a part of the platinum package and then you get a discount on the insurances. And I haven't got any answers for you right now, but we're going to make everything in your life that you have to pay money on, we're gonna attack to make it better, cheaper. That is our overall mission. The bigger you guys make it, the bigger we get, the better it gets. And we take that extraordinarily serious. Health insurance, life insurance, auto insurance, all the things that you feel obligated to pay, we want to attack that and we get it cheaper for the best quality product we can deliver to you. That make sense? Yes.
So I assume, you mentioned A.L. Williams last week. I assume you're gonna be modeling your insurance products on his, something like that.
Yes, but we're also not gonna stay just to term.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna let you guys
There's
buy
uses
whatever you
for all
want.
different kinds of
But
insurance.
it's all about affordable insurance that when something, a travesty happens in your life, it's real insurance and it's not something that lets you down. So good quality at a phenomenal price, better than you can get anywhere else.
I like that.
And with everybody else, I am gonna go take my bride out to eat and it's been a good long time. Thank you for visiting and we'll talk to you later.
Wow, what a treat. I love hearing from Richard. He brings us such exciting things every week. It's just, I can't believe that we've only been going since June 22nd when they pre-launched. It hasn't been very long and just more and more and more exciting things happening for us. How many of you here believe in mindset?
Yep.
How many of you believe that you can use the power of attraction to attract things into your life that you want? So I just wanted to share with you my experience with this. Over a year ago, my husband was laid off from Microsoft. He was making really good money with them, but they shipped the team to India. So everyone was laid off on his team. And ever since then, he's tried to apply to tons of places. For the full year or more, he's been doing this. But because of that, it really allowed us to look at ourselves, to look at our mindset, to look at what we wanted to do with our lives. And we were introduced to different network marketing companies, and we were open to that because we needed something. And so we did a few different companies, and we learned a lot about mindset. So about in August, maybe July of last year, we were at a friend's house who had a pool in their yard, and we were just enjoying the pool, and we were swimming, and we just started talking about what we really wanted in our lives. And we started saying, this is what we want, this is what we want, this is how much money we want to make. And we really started to do the mindset like we hear. You say it, you write it down, you think about it every day, you believe it, you expect it. And so that's basically faith, right? And so we started doing that. And then we were introduced to things that were possibilities that could bring that into our life. And we were in a different company. We were going really strong in that company. And Marlon told me about this company. And, both my husband and I were thinking, oh, I don't want to look at that because we're doing this. But we had to look. We really had that fear of loss. And we just had to look. And when we looked, it was deal done. You hear this one time, especially if you've done any other company, this is hands down the best opportunity out there that I have ever heard of it. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the best. The best. It's phenomenal. And so when we heard about this, we realized that what we were saying could indeed be a reality. And we upped the game. So then we changed how much we wanted to make a month, and we tripled it from because now the possibility of that has even expanded bigger in our brains of what's possible. And so now we're doing that. So we saw that we attracted that into our life, what we wanted. It came to us. We had to be open to it, and we had to do the work, but it's here. And so I'm able to testify that this really works, to put out there what you want, expect it, and then when it comes, be open to the opportunity, however it presents itself. We really don't have to think about how it's going to happen. We just say and think what we want to happen, and it will come. And so we've seen this absolutely come to fruit. And it is so exciting to think that we have the power to change our lives. We don't have to leave our life in the hands of someone else to decide if they want to fire us, to decide our future. And we don't have to just sit back and expect that this is life and there's nothing we can do about it. Create the life that you want, expect it, and it will come. And thank goodness for this company, Richard, and the founders who have brought it to us. Because, wow, every single person in this room and those watching can be blessed so enormously by this opportunity if we take it and we run with it and we believe and we do it. Thank you. Lastly, for our training, we're going to hear a little bit from Von Stocking, and then we will have our intro overview at 7 o'clock.
We'll make this quite short because what we heard for the first hour was much more important even than what I'm going to tell you. Let me just explain a couple of quick things like this chair. Why is the chair sitting up here in the middle of the room, and why are you sitting behind it? That's my question.
It's a religious thing.
Why you could go this way or you could come up front. Anyway, the reason is simply that in the past, with a fisheye lens on a laptop camera, putting the camera down here looks like, we call it the belly cam. It makes even skinny little Delwyn look like he had a belly, and it exaggerates anybody's, including mine. And so it's a whole lot better for us to look at people up here on eye level. It makes more sense. We have, he's used part of his money to, get a better microphone and a better better laptop with a better camera in it. But still, we're going to improve this. Right now, this is just a stopgap measure. Thursday night is a stopgap measure. Remember last week what Richard said? His greatest sadness is we're not having 3 meetings a day, 6 days a week in this room right now. How about it if you and I, how many of you would like to have some more meetings at different times of day, different days of the week? Okay, we can create that. Talk with your leaders. We can help each other do that. We can have good meetings. We can have the materials they're giving us, the tools are getting really good. And we've got some that have been kind of primitive in the past. We've worked with them and we've got this far, but they're really getting better. And another thing that I really want to talk about is the idea of the TBS and how different it is from the MLM that people are used to. And what we like to point out is what we have now is a little bit, has a couple of similarities with an MLM company and a whole bunch of important differences. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit more tonight. Jeremy's going to give the presentation, most of it. I'm going to talk about the compensation plan, and you're going to see some differences that they haven't seen before. Even the materials you'll see on the slides tonight will be enhanced from even the ones last week. They'll keep getting better and better and better. So a couple of things. We're going to, if you want to keep providing cookies or something, you're welcome to bring cookies. We got water. I brought a case of water. It's out in the kitchen. But contribute to this meeting. It's our meeting, right? It's our network. And it's not just our autos could be called the car network. But go ahead and enjoy this kind of a meeting. Bring your people. I hope you've got plenty of people coming. In fact, I'm going to quit right now because I hope you'll use these next few minutes to call and remind and invite. Get some people here for 7 o'clock. Fill this room up. Remember that first night when it was totally full, and people sitting on the floor? Well, that's because they heard about it quicker, and we got more people ready and involved, and they're more curious. Well, you can bring that curiosity back. The product is better. The whole business is better. The compensation plan is better. All those questions that he just answered for us, I am so glad we got that on recording, because you can go back and listen to that. So one of the other things you'll find that we do at the 7 o'clock meeting is we're going to ask everybody to hold your questions until the very end. You'll find that almost all the questions will be answered by the national presentation without interrupting, and we don't have microphones out there anyway, so we're going to ask that change to be made. We want to step up our professionalism, step up our effectiveness in everything we do. So thank you very much. We're so glad you're here.